Welcome back to the race. McCain's trying to shore up support with women, especially white women who were excited by Sarah Palin. But now they've moved to Obama because of the economic crisis. The week after the Republican convention, McCain was within 10 points of Obama among all women. It was 48% to 41% with him leading with white women. Now Obama's leading McCain 17 points among all women, 55 to 37%. That's actually less than the percentage Bush won in 2000 and 2008 and that Bob Dole won in 96. And Obama now has a 1-point edge with white women. With me out talking about it, Michel Bernard. She's president of the Independent Women's Forum and an MSNBC political analyst. And Joan Walsh, she's editor-in-chief of Salon.com. Joan, why is McCain bleeding economic support from women?
Because, Joe, I think women tend to be, in a paradoxical way, more conservative in a sense of being concerned about the economy, being worried about anybody who seems erratic, and they've tended to vote to trend Democratic, not always white women. Going back to Ronald Reagan, they worry about government, they care about government, they believe the government can help them. So they've been more favorable to Democrats. And I got to say, this particular campaign that John McCain and Sarah Palin are running seems tailor-made to frighten women into the Barack Obama camp. Obama seems calm and collected and compassionate.
And Michelle, doesn't it seem that it may not be that that Barack Obama has the solution? It's just that John McCain seems a bit too erratic here.
Well, I don't know if it's that John McCain seems erratic, but what I will say is that Barack Obama seems to be delivering a message that resonates particularly with Democratic women when he talks about, comparable worth and the wage gap and the Family Medical and Leave Act. Women listen to that, and Senator McCain's camp, at least recently on economic issues, is not explaining to women how his belief in free markets can actually benefit women. If he talked about the tax code in a way where he explained how his tax policies might allow women to bring home more money in their paychecks, they would listen. If he talked about flex time and talked about initiatives that he would enact that would allow women to balance work and family, you might see some of those women who have migrated to the Obama camp come back to McCain. That's what his focus needs to be.
And again, that's a maybe. But, Joan, so much of this may be, again, not just with women, but among a lot of voters with economic crisis, it may be the tone. After the first debate, I heard a lot of smart guys saying that McCain won it. I woke up the next morning and just thought of the visuals. And I said, no, he didn't. It was Obama that seemed so relaxed on the debate stage. That may be who America wants, and especially women want, in this time of crisis.
I really think in large measure it comes down to that. I also think that, the free market isn't looking so hot right now, Michelle. So, pointing to old Republican verities.
Well, no, not necessarily.
And also Republicans
I could argue, though, Joan,
Michelle,
I could argue that the housing crisis, I apologize, Jim, but I could argue that the government is actually responsible for the subprime market. There are people who would say that if the government under Bill Clinton had not decided that the government was going to decide who should own a home and who shouldn't, and basically decided that the entire country should own homes, we might not be in this problem.
The problem was not mainly in the way. Certainly government-regulated subprime loans were going out, but that's a much larger point, Michelle. The free market looks like hell right now, and Republicans have become socialists. John McCain wants to bail out the banks, and give money directly to the banks and buy these terrible mortgages. People are yelling socialist about Barack Obama at these crazy McCain-Palin rallies, which are completely off the hook. When you've got, we've changed sides here. It's like none of these old labels mean anything anymore. We're at a level of government intervention in this economy that is unprecedented. So the ideological stuff is
I agree with you there.
Actually, both parties, Joan, just for the record, are looking pretty socialistic to me, and I prefer the free market still. So, Joan, thanks for being with us. Michelle, thank you so much. Sorry for the short time. The crisis on Wall Street sort of squeezed
ate
everything
our segment.
Together. It kind of did eat the segment, and also, I always talk too much. Thanks for being with us.